Let's be honest for a second. We all love Stranger Things. It's comfortable. It's nostalgic. It's like a warm blanket made of 80s synth pop and Dungeons and Dragons, but somewhere around season 3 or 4, we all realized something. We weren't scared anymore. We stopped worrying about the main characters because we knew they had an invisible shield of plot armor protecting them. Then came From. No marketing budget, no A-list celebrity cameos, just a single, terrifying premise. And it did something Stranger Things hasn't done since season 1. It made us genuinely terrified of the dark. Today, I'm not just comparing two shows. I'm making an argument that might make some of you mad, but needs to be said. From isn't just another mystery box show. It is the mature, ruthless, psychological evolution of the genre that Stranger Things was too scared to become. If you think Hawkins, Indiana is dangerous, you wouldn't last one night in the township. Here is why From is currently the king of horror TV. Let's talk about stakes. In Stranger Things, death is rarely permanent for the main cast. We've had fake-out deaths, Hopper in the explosion, Max in the finale, that tell the audience, relax, your favorites are safe. It turns the horror into an action-adventure. You watch for the spectacle, not the survival. The show has become so predictable in its safety net that even when characters face the Mind Flayer or Vecna, we know deep down that the core group will make it through. There might be some emotional moments, some close calls, but ultimately everyone we care about survives. From doesn't care who your favorite character is. From doesn't care if a character has more story to tell. In this show, a mistake costs you your life, immediately. When the sun goes down in Fromville, the tension is palpable because the rules are absolute. If you open the window, you die. If you stay out too late, you die. This creates a level of anxiety in the viewer that Stranger Things simply cannot match. When Boyd or Jim steps outside at night, your heart races because you know the writers are ruthless enough to kill them. This isn't a show about heroes saving the world. It's a show about victims trying to survive the night. And that difference is everything. The show doesn't give you time to breathe or recover from a character's death. It moves forward relentlessly, reminding you that in Fromville, survival is never guaranteed, and hope is a luxury few can afford. Every character death in From feels earned and meaningful, not just shock value, but a genuine consequence of the nightmarish reality they're trapped in. There is a fundamental difference in how these shows handle their monsters. The Demogorgon, the Mind Flayer, they are animals. They scream, they run, they roar. You can run from them, you can shoot them with a shotgun, you can burn them with a flamethrower. They are physical threats. They operate on instinct and aggression. Yes, they're scary in the moment, but they're understandable. They follow patterns we recognize from every monster movie we've ever seen. The monsters in From are infinitely worse because they are intelligent. They don't just want to eat you, they want to break you. They walk slowly, they wear human clothes, they smile. Think about the psychological impact of that. A Demogorgon is a beast, but the monsters in From will whisper your name outside your window. They will sound like your grandmother. They will try to convince you to let them in. They'll use your memories against you, exploit your weaknesses, and turn your hope into a weapon. This is the difference between jump scare horror and psychological horror. One makes you flinch, the other makes you lie awake at night questioning everything. Fans have pointed out that the monsters in From enjoy the hunt. They walk because they know you have nowhere to go. They are sadistic, that intelligence makes them unpredictable. In Stranger Things, if you have a gun, you feel safe. In From, Boyd has a gun, and it's useless. That feeling of powerlessness is pure horror fuel. The realization that no amount of weapons or preparation can truly protect you from something that thinks, that plans, that waits for you to make a mistake, is what separates genuine terror from manufactured scares. These creatures aren't just obstacles to overcome. They're predators who have perfected their craft over what seems like centuries. Stranger Things is grounded in TV science, its dimensions, magnetic fields, government experiments. Even though it's fiction, it's logic we understand. We know what the upside down is. We know who opened the gate. The show gives us explanations, shows us the lab where it all started, introduces us to the scientists responsible. It's comforting in a way because if we understand it, we can fix it. There's always a solution, always a way to close the gate or defeat the monster. From taps into something much older, cosmic horror. This is the fear of the unknown. We don't know where the electricity comes from. We don't know where the food comes from. We don't know why the trees teleport you. We don't know who built the town or why the talismans work. The show refuses to give us easy answers, and that's intentional. This drives viewers crazy in the best way possible. It forces us to become detectives. Every frame of From is analyzed by the community because nothing is spoon-fed to us. In Stranger Things, the kids solve the mystery for us. In From, we are stuck in the mystery with them. Is it purgatory? Is it a government experiment? Is it fairy folklore? Is it some ancient curse or a dimensional prison? The fact that we have no idea 3 seasons in is frustrating to some, but addictive to true horror fans. It respects your intelligence enough to let you suffer in the confusion. The show understands that sometimes the scariest thing is not knowing, not having control, not being able to rationalize what's happening around you. Stranger Things relies heavily on 80s nostalgia. It's fun. It's Amblin entertainment. It reminds you of the Goonies or E.T. It makes you feel good. Even when it's scary, it's a fun scary. The show is designed to make you feel warm and fuzzy about your childhood, about simpler times, about riding bikes with your friends and fighting monsters together. It's escapism in the purest sense, from offers no comfort. The atmosphere is oppressive. It's claustrophobic. The town itself feels like a character that hates the people living in it. This creates a sense of dread, a heavy feeling in your gut that something is wrong. The color palette is muted, the buildings are decaying, and there's no soundtrack to tell you when to feel hope. While Stranger Things gives you moments of joy and teen romance to break the tension. From gives you barely enough hope to keep you watching before crushing it again. It's bleak, and for horror, bleak is better. It immerses you in the hopelessness of the situation in a way that Hawkins never could. The town of Fromville doesn't want to entertain you or make you nostalgic. It wants to suffocate you with its endless cycle of night and day, its unanswered questions, and its absolute refusal to let anyone escape. Look, Stranger Things is a global phenomenon for a reason. It's a blockbuster movie turned into a TV show. It's great entertainment. It has everything you want from mainstream television, likable characters, exciting action sequences, emotional payoffs, and a satisfying hero's journey. But From is a nightmare caught on tape. It strips away the plot armor, the fun 80s music, and the government scientists, leaving us with raw, unfiltered human fear. It asks the question, what happens when good people are trapped in a bad place and nobody is coming to save them? What happens when there's no 11 to save the day, no secret Russian base to infiltrate, no clear villain to defeat? If you want an adventure, watch Stranger Things. But if you want to be scared, if you want a show that stays in your head long after you turn off the TV, you need to check into the township. Just remember, make sure you lock the window. What do you think? Am I being too hard on Stranger Things, or is From actually the superior horror show? The reality is that both shows serve different purposes. But when it comes to pure, unrelenting horror that doesn't compromise for mass appeal, From stands in a category of its own. It's the show that proves you don't need nostalgia or comfort to keep an audience engaged. Sometimes, all you need is genuine terror and the willingness to make your viewers suffer alongside your characters.